William.
And Robin.
With the Riverstone Live. What are we doing today, Robin?
What are we always doing? Every day.
Are you over this yet?
Being the passenger.
Well, we're 15 days.
Passenger ornament.
Yeah, your passenger. Yeah, that's true. But let's just, if you watch the first video, and where I said, can you make $30,000 in 30 days? And I did say, can.
Yeah, that became a big deal, didn't it?
That became a big deal. I was asking.
Forgot the can.
Yeah, so for the people that can't read, I'm telling you again, can. Or hear. Or listen. Can you make?
Yes.
You know, and for the people out there that says he hasn't been doing this very long. No, I haven't been doing this very long, but I can tell you what I've learned in the last 4 months, and when I show you these numbers of what we've done in the last 15 days, if I can do this, anybody can do it, right, Robin?
I think so.
Okay, and the other thing is I'm going to talk about in this too is basically when I said 30 days, in my mind I was thinking working for 30 days. Well, that's not going to wait. That's not what's going to happen because.
No, I think you were more.
I was just having fun. Right?
No, I think. How do I explain it? So I think where the 30 came from was we actually had 30-day time period.
Yes, that's true.
Span.
Because in 30 days we had
the whole month of June.
With the DOT regulations, 30 days means you're only going to work 24.
Right.
Because you got 6 days off.
Yeah.
So I'm throwing that in there because a lot of guys have brought that to my attention.
Right.
And for the people that comment that are awesome and hope we do it and are positive like us,
yes.
You're awesome. I mean, just that's great. And for all the new subscribers, I want to thank you. We're at, as of today, we're at 9,503. Four. So we need 496 more to hit 10,000.
Crazy.
And then we get that big fancy email from YouTube.
Yay.
Doesn't pay the bills, but we get that big fancy email, right?
I guess.
Okay. And if you're first time coming across this channel and you wonder how we got to this point, almost it'll be 2 years in September that you decided to sell the home.
I did.
She did, and I sold all my motorcycles, all my toys, boats, truck, everything.
Yeah.
And then in the last, how many months it's been?
But we kept our bed.
We kept our mattress, and then we bought a fifth wheel.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of things that made us start traveling all the time. Originally, we were going to put it on property. We were going to live on that property and venture off like we like to do.
Yes.
And the property deal fell through, and then I decided to take that thing across country.
Yes, you did.
And it cost me a fortune. So if you're going to get into this lifestyle, it's very expensive. Now, the reason I'm doing these videos is because I want people to be able that get into this lifestyle can actually find ways to make money.
Right.
And that's why we did this, right? Plus, if you're thinking about getting into full-time RV life down the road, I recommend you do this first. Don't you?
Oh, I wish we did.
I wish we'd have done this first because we
would have saved us a whole bunch of money.
A lot of money. We've learned so much. It gives you the experience, more practice, hauling, backing up, doing all this stuff. But what you don't realize is most people, they brag about this boondocking life on YouTube. And when you go and buy this RV, you don't even know where to go. And you run out of time and you pay too much money to stay in these RV parks, right?
Oh, a lot.
Okay, since we've been doing this, on this trip in these last 15 days.
Oh my God, there's so many places that you can just pull over.
So many places you could just pull over and stay. And I think if we'd learned all this before doing that, we'd have saved a lot of money. And that's one reason I want to do these videos, to help people in that way. Most YouTubers are out there, they're either making it, glorifying it, or they're making it look like the biggest shit show out there.
Yeah.
Because that's what gets views. Negative people feed on that stuff. Or the glory is what sucks you in, like you're going to buy that new shiny car, right?
For sure.
Our channel is more about being positive, being happy, living life, and showing you what we've done.
And what mistakes we have made.
And we make lots of mistakes. So, and I can tell you, everybody out there on YouTube, they remind me of all my mistakes.
For sure.
And they do. But the other thing is, folks, yes, a lot of our videos now are in this truck because we're spending all our time in this truck.
We live in this truck.
If I didn't do these videos right now in this truck, they wouldn't get done.
No.
And I want to get them out there, right?
Yes.
So this is my office, and this is where we're at for 15 more days. Also, if I would have thought about this, I'll never do 30 days again, right?
Well, you're 30 days in quotes.
Yeah, well, 15 days is...
Your month.
But 15 days is as long as I want to go out, 2 weeks.
Oh, yeah.
I have learned that. And now I'm going to address the people out there that says, there's no way you can go out here and make this money. And And first of all, they all keep saying that you got to guarantee you're going to get a reload back to Indiana.
And that'll never happen.
No, we've got them to Colorado and stuff like that. But that was never my intentions. I already knew that if I drove out here and I got 44, 45 basically is what I got to come out here. Yeah. And if I was super lucky, I'd do it in 3 days.
Correct.
If I was super lucky and got it back to Indiana in 3 days, all things have got to work perfect. Normally it's 7 days.
Yes.
Then I'm going to be able to pick up another load. I'm going to be out of time. I'm going to have to take my day-and-a-half reset. Mm-hmm. Then I can come out here and do it again.
Right.
So the best I do it in is 12 days, and the most money I can make in those 12 days doing these loads. And the reason we go all the way out west, because that's where you get your most mileage.
Yes.
Okay? The most I'd make in 12 days is $8,890. And if I did that in 30 days, the most I was going to make was $17,780. Build. Oh, that's
Build.
Okay. Yeah. Well,
guess you're making it because you have to claim it as income.
But another thing you need to know is these videos are real. This is not me making it, editing it 30 times to get what I want, and adding more to it. You get the good and the bad with our videos. You get the full real deal.
Yes.
Okay. So I knew in my head that's the most I could make in 30 days. Build. That's why we have Robin. The most I could bill was $17,780. Take away at least $2,500 in expenses, and that's what I'm thinking. And that's the most I would have made. That's still great money. Great money, right?
You would have billed, yes.
Yes, I would have billed that, and then I would have still made I don't know. I still would have made $15,000 in that month, minus truck expenses, taxes, and all the other stuff that you have in life.
Yeah.
And I knew that, so I wasn't going to do that. And the other reason I went to Wave Express and wanted to work for them is I knew they had lots out west, right?
Correct.
Now I don't know the other companies, so if they have them out here, that's great too. You'd have to find that out on your own. But when I was researching that, that's what I figured out.
Yeah.
So our goal was to come out here, get paid as much to drive out here, and work all the loads in this area. Sound right? Am I missing anything I need to add to this? Any people I need to address? Anything like that? But that's what this video is about. We're going to give you the real numbers. You're going to do whatever you want with it. But if you want to get into full-time RV life, look at this. If you're already in full-time RV life, look at this to make some income. Because just imagine, you can go out there, live this life, and the husband or the wife, whoever wants to go out and do this, can go on the road for a week or two, make enough money to pay all your bills so you can keep doing this lifestyle.
Yes, because it's not cheap.
Because if you think that you're going to sell everything you own, start a YouTube channel, come out here, and you're
going to be rich.
And YouTube is going to support it. It's not going to happen. No. We started YouTube because I was upset about my fifth wheel.
Yes.
Then I enjoyed the people and the response that I got from people.
Yes.
And you got to have thick skin to deal with those people.
Oh, for sure.
There's so many rude people out there. So don't think you're gonna survive off YouTube. Now you can use it for fun, and if it turns into money, now don't get me wrong. Those people out there that got 500,000 subscribers or 1 million subscribers and are getting 200.
They're living the good life.
Yes, if they get at least 200,000 views per video, they're living the great life. But YouTube does not push your videos out there.
No.
They don't want to. Just understand, when you start your YouTube channel, the reason they might push some of those out in the beginning is you're not monetized yet. They don't have to give you any money. Because when you get monetized, now that commercial money is going to you and them.
Correct.
So the new channels that keep coming out there, they keep boosting them for a while, because they still get all that they still get all that revenue. So just want you to know that stuff. But let's talk some numbers. Okay, now I'm going to give you numbers for 12 days because basically, because of DOT, you're out of a 30-day deal. You're only going to work 12 days because you're going to have that reset time. So then if I give you, when we're done with this, I'll give you the 24 days, and that'll give you the other numbers. But then I'm also going to give you the numbers for 15 days, because that's how I looked at this. If I was doing this, I'd probably go out here, work 15 days, and go back. Okay? So let's get to those numbers. So, and yes, I am driving for those guys that get upset with me, but this is no different to talking to you or talking to her all day and driving. Right. This is what I do.
The camera stationary.
In the camera stationary, I'm not doing anything. My eyes are on that road. I have a great driving record. Let's keep that. Knock me in the head. I try not to speed. I try to pay attention. I'm courteous to everybody. Right, Robin? Okay. Now, 12 days into this, and all we did was drive that load from Indiana out to Oregon.
Yes.
We worked this whole Oregon area. The reason I picked it is I like to drive the back roads. Traffic is awesome in the morning and at night, right? We worked this every angle we could. We tried to stay in the cheapest hotels.
Which is hard to do in Oregon.
In the summertime when everybody's
summer,
here.
yes.
Yes. So this has been a lot.
Challenging.
I mean, I have transferred from Mountain Dew to Monster because this has kicked my ass. I'll be honest. But you know what? If you want to make the money, you want to do this, and you only want to work a certain amount of time, it works. For you guys out there that are RV transporters, have been doing this for years and years and years, I salute you, because this sucks the life out of you. I feel like since in the last 4 months since I started doing this, that I've aged 5 years already.
You think?
I think. So you got to put that into consideration if you're thinking about doing this. But, okay, let's get to the numbers. What we build,
Yes.
right?
Oh,
Build.
let me do it.
Okay.
What we built.
Right there, that one right there. And that is in 12 days.
12 days. $11,116.15
Build, okay? So even if you double that, you're only going to be $23,000. If you get lucky and get a load back to we're going to Colorado, you might squeeze $25,000. And this is from a guy that's never done this before. This is also from a guy that's working reloads. I talked to all the people in this area. They drive out here, they drop their load, and they take off. I just showed you that doing it the way I did, we made
$116.15.
If we'd have done it the other way, it'd have been less than $9,000.
Correct.
So I think I did the right thing. I don't know. You're going to leave your opinions and tell me if I did the right thing or not. This has all been done with DOT regulations, working
Completely legal.
working every second, you know, running. If I had 4 hours left to get me towards my next delivery, we were there and we're done. We slept in the truck only once. We paid too much for a hotel because I was trying to use all them hours up and get those deliveries so I could make that money.
Just to see if we could do it.
In most of these loads, we're paying $1.85 a mile on these reloads. That's really good. They usually only pay like $1.55 or something. So that's really I got lucky there.
Yes.
The load out here paid $1.95. Like somebody said earlier, another YouTuber, if you're making $2 per mile on every load, you could do it. And he probably is right. Okay. I don't like the way he handled it, but he's probably right. I'll give him that credit. So our profit
is $7,528.11.
and that is for the 12 days. Now the lodging is what? Lodging and food.
$1,436.49.
So just imagine if you're by yourself in your truck, you're going to spend a couple $100 up for food. You're going to sleep in your truck. You're going to go get free showers because of your fuel. You can really, and if you get 1 or 2 hotels and only spend a couple $100, you can knock that way down. So now your profit's closer to 88 or 9 grand. Correct?
Yes.
Fuel, what did we spend in fuel?
$2,151.55.
I'm giving you these numbers because these guys always ask me what I'm making per mile. And for some reason, that's a big number to them. That's not a big number to me. I'm also going to tell you the miles, because the miles are going to be a lot more, because we were in Alabama.
Yes.
Drove all the way to Indiana.
Yes.
Drove all the way out here, did all this, and these are our miles. And these miles are going to be a little bit more than this money, because I've written them down when I was still figuring the 15-day note too, okay?
Yeah.
So what are the miles right now?
9,522.30.
And that's more like almost 15 days worth of mileage. So those are those numbers for 12 days. So you can double all that. We have done so much better on our food and our lodging now. So that number is going to come down. Plus, I've gotten more, I've gotten better at this. More productive. I've you know, the first few trying to figure out the location where we were going to stop and start to use up our time. So I'm hoping that the next 12 days that profit goes up and that expenses go down, and that number is even bigger than I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Okay. But now let's go to 15 days. Okay. When you go in here, this is what we made in 15 days.
$13,615.75.
That's what we build. I said it again. I'm sorry when I say that, but it's just in my mind. It's whatever. Okay, now let's say if we just double that number, what does that double that number?
$27,231.50.
Now you're gonna have to keep watching our videos for another 15 days to see, but that shows that what I'm estimating, if everything goes right, the loads are still there. There's lots of loads still out here. That doesn't mean some guys ain't gonna come out here and scooping them up.
True.
And I lose some of my good ones. Also, you need to understand, that a lot of these guys are saying you can only work Monday through Friday. No, we've worked 2 Saturdays, right?
Yes, we have.
I've worked this enough where I have my downtime and squeezed it all around. And there's only, what, 2 places that let us deliver
In
on
this
Saturday.
area, yes.
So also, you guys, this is what's hard about this. You can deliver between 9 a.m. and 4. You can deliver Monday through Friday most of the time. Every now and then you get to squeeze out a place on a Saturday. Okay, so what I hate about this whole logbook doc thing, they make these rules up to make us more, so that we're getting our rest time so that we don't cause an accident, right?
Yes.
No, they make it so hard. By me trying to figure out how to make this time work to get to these areas is more of a drain on me than just driving. Because you have so many things you got to compete with. And I don't like the way I have to have this downtime for 34 hours. Makes no sense to me.
But it is what it is.
But it is what it is. So, you know, for the guys out there that say, oh, you're not going to do this, making the route, this is what I've done. This is a guy that has drove all his life, done deliveries for every company out there, and made a lot of money and never had to follow those rules, and has been able to do that. And now I'm doing it in your world, and yes, you guys, it sucks. But here's a guy that's only been doing this for 4 months. For all those guys that keep saying they're
Like less than 4 months.
Less than 4 months. Don't watch him. He doesn't know what he's doing. This is not about me telling you that I know what I'm doing. This is about me telling you that I don't know what I'm doing, but this is what I was able to do. And if you know what you're doing, you could do even better.
For sure.
What's that number again at the end of the month that we think we might be able to make?
$27,231.50.
And another build. And another thing, if I'm getting more efficient at this, if I can get that number and still have enough time on my log books, and a load pops up that's going almost back to Colorado where we're going, that 30,000 number is not too far off.
Correct.
Because that always pays like $2,000.
Yeah.
So just remember, you know, take what you want from these videos, and for the people out there that are like us, that just want to live life, get the most out of it, those are the ones that have subscribed to us, right? Because I can tell you, you either love me and Robin, or you can't stand us, right? There's no in between. Everybody we've either met has either been that way or the other way. I am very lenient, very easy to get along with, but Robin is she'll tell you exactly what she thinks of you, right? Yeah, you are harsh sometimes, but I like that because you're not getting no bullshit with her, right? And it makes us better as a couple. Because I'm a little on this end, you're a little on that end. Together, I think we're the best, right? So that's what this video is about. You know, I hope that you're watching for the next video that comes out. You know, and we'll see the numbers, but these are the real numbers. No bullshit, no guesswork. I mean, I did not put any numbers to this when I went out here and threw that figure out. It was just off the top of my head, and I've had plenty of guys send me information saying this is the best you can do. It is possible with all this. That made me feel good.
Yeah.
You know, because I didn't know. If we made 25,000, if we billed 25,000, and we made 17 or 18 in profit, and we stayed in all these places and enjoyed all this scenery, the people, the food. I mean, that's living, right?
Right.
Okay, so that's where we're at on this. Anything else?
I don't think so.
All right. If you like the video, give us a thumbs up. If you like what me and Robin are doing on the channel, subscribe to the channel.
Yes.
And what do we always say at the end of a video, Robin?
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 What do we say?
Always